Affirmative. I don't know about my mom. Where's my mom? I lost my mom.
I don't really celebrate Hanukkah. I'm really just a Christmas. I hate eggnog. I'm a big apple cider person. And like one time I was drinking apple cider.
This is BTVN.
Welcome to BTVN. I'm Gracie Coker.
And I'm John Bush. So Gracie, how's your week going so far?
It's really busy. I have a few tests today, a paper due Friday, and lots of homework assignments. But hopefully I can use my free period and flex time to get some of it done.
Sounds pretty busy, but remember we don't have flex today. We have the Student Activities Fair at 10 a.m. in the varsity gym.
Oh yeah, well luckily I still have my free today. Plus, it's a great opportunity for students to explore all of the clubs and activities at Barstow. In addition to a great variety of clubs, Barstow also offers many great electives. What's your favorite?
Well, Gracie, how could you not love BTVN?
Of course I love BTVN, but I would have to say my favorite is ceramics. Here's a piece Bailey Childers made about ceramics. Check it out.
Ceramics is basically when you work with clay. The difference between clay and ceramics is that clay is the malleable material that you use. And then after it goes through the kiln and it's been fired up to a specific temperature, then that's when it turns into ceramics and becomes that hard, durable piece. And that could either be functional pieces or it could also be sculptural pieces.
I really like ceramics because it's a really good way to be creative. When you're balancing all of your other hard classes, it kind of gives you an outlet to kind of express yourself.
I think the big appeal with ceramics is that it's really different from anything that we do today. I think it's just something different where we can work with our hands and create something that hasn't existed before from just a lump of clay and creating something new and different and unique, and it's very different from anything else that we do from our day-to-day lives.
I really like doing huge hand building projects. That's, I think, the thing that I most enjoy, but I also love experimenting with glazes. And so I really like throwing for that just because the glazes blend and flow better on a thrown piece.
One thing that's really cool about ceramics is that you can really change the way a piece looks by the way that you finish it with glazing. And the thing that's really been happening in the past few years is that people are really starting to getting into experimenting with their glazes and doing lots of different layers with some of the glazing. And that's what's really fun with the glazing, because when you layer it, you don't really know what your outcome's going to be.
I really want to be a surgeon, and you have to be like really precise for that. And I think ceramics is really nice because you have to have really steady hands, and so it's just like reinforcing a lot of those skills and getting a head start.
In ceramics, we learn lots of different skills. Just with the physical aspect of it, after you learn those basic clay rules of knowing how to make your piece so it doesn't blow up in the kiln, after that there's a lot of problem solving with figuring out how to get your piece to stay together and stay structurally sound without it coming apart. So you got to use a lot of engineering and think ideas through. Also considering the overall aesthetic and the way that your piece looks is really important. But that's the physical aspect of it, but you also have to, learn how to take risk. Sometimes people on the wheel, like when they're throwing, they don't want to keep going. They kind of get a cup that's decent enough, but it's like you gotta keep on pushing if you want to make it even better. So just overall, just learning how to be really precise with your carvings. And being really meticulous, and then also learning how to problem solve and taking risks. And there's so many skills that you learn in ceramics.
Thanks, Bailey. Ceramics has always been a passion of mine. Now check out this piece by Abby Krause on second grade teacher Mallory Forrest.
Hi, I'm Mallory Forrest and I'm a second grade teacher here. For college, I went to the University of Missouri. There I studied elementary education and participated in the women's soccer team. There we traveled all over the country competing against other schools and even spent a little time in Brazil playing some international games. I grew up in St. Louis and was job searching after college, moved to Kansas City, and someone told me about Barstow, so I figured I'd pop in and apply, and it turns out it worked out well. I taught kindergarten for 2 years, and this is my 3rd year in 2nd grade. I really enjoy teaching 2nd grade. The kids are still really excited about coming into school and at the same time have more independence and are able to do and complete tasks on their own. Another neat part about Barstow is the fact that we have preschool all the way through high school, so not only was I able to work with younger kids, but I can change clothes, go down and coach the high school girls basketball or middle school girls soccer and kind of get a feel for all the ages at Barstow. In my free time, I like to go to Sporting Kansas City games, baseball games, football games, all sorts of things like that. Sometimes I'll travel back to Mizzou for a football game or two. I also still attempt to play soccer and softball and tennis and kind of anything outdoors. I enjoy just moving around and keeping myself moving.
Thanks, Savvy. Hey, John, do you like to run?
You know, I've never really been a fan.
Yeah, well, if you do like to run, the Barstow 5K is coming up on October 3rd.
Oh, that's right. How could I forget? Whether you want to run or just volunteer, the 5K is a great way to get involved and support the school. Make sure to sign
Hold up. Yeah.
Swirl.
Oh yeah. Yes.
If you're interested in volunteering, email megan.culver@barstowschool.org. I heard they're still looking for a chompy.
That's right. If you're an upper school student and want to wear a reptile costume for service hours, email Miss O'Toole at barbie.o'toole@barstowschool.org.
A chompy is also needed for the lower school book fair on October 19th through 23rd. Once again, email Mrs. O'Toole if interested. Another great opportunity for community service or to just support the school is the Fall Festival. The Fall Festival is on Friday, September 11th from 3 to 6:30 p.m. Each year, there's a huge turnout. In addition, all of the students have so much fun doing all the activities.
Thanks, Mr. Race, for these great picks.
Pep Assembly happened last Friday. The entire school gathered to recharge their school spirits for upcoming fall sports. Dance team and cheerleading both performed their new choreography. Soccer team, faculty, middle school, and the seniors competed for the first time in crab soccer. Go Knights!
Medical forms for HEPA are due this Thursday, September 10th, and the 5th grade DC parent meeting is on Monday, October 5th at 6:30 p.m.
Barstow students are so lucky to go on such great field trips.
I know, I came freshman year, so I missed out, but they look like a lot of fun.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, I remember DC and Boston were a great time. Well, it looks like it's going to be a busy few weeks.
It sure does. Let's take a look at all of the important upcoming events.
Wow, it really does look like we have a lot coming up, like I previously said. A quick reminder, volleyball will be hosting their annual Pink Out volleyball game on October 8th. You can order a special t-shirt to help support this event. Order forms are available at the front desk. All orders must be placed by Friday, September 18th.
Well, that's all we have for you today. I'm Gracie.
And I'm John. Take a deep breath and have a good day, Barstow.